we mentioned earlier that I met you as a punk with an acoustic guitar and a dream. You had a dream. I wasn't saying that I had a dream about meeting you. That was confusing, yeah.
Had a dream about me?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, several, all the time.
I know. It warms the heart.
Yeah, and I remember you utilising the local venue King Street Live really well at the time with your acoustic evenings,
Yeah, so we had the acoustic artist evening. I did that 3 or 4 times. And it was sort of, I became really good friends with Warren Maxwell, who was originally my music teacher, and then Alan, his brother, who used to run King Street. So I was very, very lucky to have played King Street 36 times, which is a record. And the only reason why I managed to get that record over people like Jake Shadrosky, whose dad, Carl, owned part of King Street, was that I would turn up and I would headhunt shows like they used to, like Muddy Waters used to in the 50s. I got the idea from reading about him that he would turn up with his band or turn up with his guitar and either start playing opposite and, try and outplay them, or he would just turn up before them and take the stage and get paid for the gig. So I took to turning up to turning up to King Street with my acoustic guitar to any band, any show, and just saying, hey, can I open for you? Like, if they had no opener, if they even had openers, I'd just be like, hey, can I do 20 minutes, 30 minutes? And I would headhunt shows politely. Wouldn't turn up and, try to outplay anybody.
Yeah, the challenge part, that's that takes a lot of confidence.
Yeah, it's because they used to turn up with amps, and it would just be a guitarist, a harmonica player, and maybe a double bass. And they would turn up to clubs, they would plug into wherever had power, and they would try and outplay the band on stage. And that was a very, very commonplace thing in the 50s. If you went to African American clubs, is you could basically go in and steal that person's show.
Wow. Yeah. So if you were successful at that time, it meant you earned your shows.
Yeah, exactly.
Because people would come in and you would, take out the trash kind of thing.
Yep.
Like you owned that stage.
Yeah.
That's, well, as a musician, you're always told, don't be so sheepish.
Yeah.
Look up at the audience, own the stage. Like, if there was musicians, sneaking up, and I've got the best mental image in my head about that now, just sneaking up, plugging in, on the other side of the room and literally trying to steal the show from you, your paycheck from you, your, all the attention from you, how much more would you own the stage? Like, own the stage as a musician nowadays, like someone's trying to steal it from you. Mm. It's a great mentality to have.
Oh, 100%. And that's like, so taking that idea and without turning up with, weapons or bad intent, because that's what they used to do. If things went awry, you would pack heat, as it were. But without having to do that, you're sort of just like, for me in King Street, because I'd just rock up. So I got quite a few cool gigs just by turning up. Loud Ghost was a band from Auckland, very, very Auckland-centric band, but the guy definitely talked about how his career was a lot bigger than I think it actually was. But I turned up and I had a beer with him in the garden bar, and I was like, hey, I've actually just got my acoustic in the car. Like, if you guys don't have an opening act, I could do that. So I ended up being added to the bill for like half an hour before the gig. I never got paid for any of these shows, but that's one thing I can say loud and proud, is that I played King Street live more than any other musician got the chance to before it shut down.